The question is, who ordered the flash grenade? That's the person who decided to murder my brother. There are witnesses that sat in that parking lot of Eddie's liquor store where my brother frequent and watched the police give the other police officer a high five and tell him good shooting.
After they gunned Brandon down in front of me, the police turned their violence on me, my sister, and my niece. No words can describe the torment of being forced to sit there, unable to look away, unable to say goodbye, unable to contact my mom, my family, while the people who had killed him showed us nothing but cruelty and disregard.
He had 3 biological children and 3 stepchildren whom he loved deeply. He was trying to better his life for them and battle his demons, but never, ever, ever gave up on his family. Even more heartbreaking is the fact that trained mental health professionals were on the scene but never engaged my brother. I don't care what that policeman went on the TV and said.
And please release the protocol of when somebody is calling for help, what is supposed to go down. I would like to see it. I wanted to see y'all describe it. I want y'all to release it to the public. What is protocol? Because the lady sat in the car and we screamed, come, we're right here, Brandon. We're right here. Please let us talk to him. We can talk to him. His hands is up. And they pushed and they pushed and they pushed us away. And this was the outcome of it.
The only thing they allowed me to do was give Brandon cigarettes. The only thing that they allowed me to do was give Brandon cigarettes.
They threw me in jail like I was a criminal.
For a cigarette, he wanted a cigarette. I ran to the store and bought an entire pack and gave him and said, here's an entire pack. Now, one time was he a threat.
He took the lighter out his own pocket.
Speaking of which, the footage that was used on the news, I'm pulling you to the side, sis, I'm not pushing you.
No,
the footage that was used on the news that they portrayed as my brother grabbing for a weapon was him telling them, don't shoot me, please. I'm only reaching for a lighter. I saw that on video myself. I saw the news footage where he was going like this, where they implied this was the moment he drew the weapon. It's the same moment my sister was talking about, that my brother was calm enough to sit on these stairs and smoke a cigarette. It was non-violent enough for the police to give this man a cigarette. And as he reached for his lighter and begged for them not to shoot him, that he was not a threat reaching for his lighter, that's the same footage that they used on the news saying that my brother was reaching for a weapon.
Mind you, it was not the moment of impact.
No.
That's the edited version that they're feeding to the media. The moment of impact, my brother sat like this.
He talked about all the tactics that they use, the de-escalation tactics that they use. Please, sir, explain to us. Side of sitting there telling him, hey, get off the stairs. Hey, come on. Hey, we're ready to end this. How did you de-escalate the situation? What tactics did you use that were culturally relevant for a 38-year-old man who was experiencing a mental breakdown that really needed help? Did you let his family talk to him? Any one of the friends that were on this perimeter that screamed, that is my brother, that is my friend, please let me talk to him. Did you let them talk to him? Did you let the lady get out the car and do her job? Or did you call SWAT as they was building guns on the side? The question is, who ordered the flash grenade? That's the person who decided to murder my brother. At what point is it okay for us to use weapons of war on an individual sitting in front of a church? There is not one report that has come out of this scene that can show you if my brother was garnishing a weapon, if he shot at them, you think you wouldn't have seen the video by now? You wouldn't think they wouldn't have my mama's son's face plastered across the news. You wouldn't have seen that video by now? So until we see the video, one thing I know for certain and 2 things I know for a fact, my brother did not have to die like that.
We want a full release of the 9/11 call that led to the incident. You've heard the family say that Brandon called them. He called them. And that's when your key is not the police, but someone from mental health, someone from social services to help. We want to release the names of the 4 officers who were involved, those who killed him, those who shot him. Release the police-sworn body camera footage of what happened. There are plenty of videos from community members around. We have access to those, but we want to see the official videos. We want all charges dropped against the family members who were arrested and brutalized. Finally, we want to charge the officers who killed Brandon with what they did which is murder.
Murder!
Which is murder. That flash grenade set it all off. That is not a thing you do when someone has called you and said they're in mental distress. I would like to see our mayor, Rex Richardson, hold the police department accountable for what they did. I know as the leader of the city, there's a line he has to toe, but there needs to be some accountability. And luckily we'll see, this will be a test for our new police oversight. We will see what this will turn out. And I hope that in the end, those 4 officers who murdered Brandon will be held accountable.